Hello. Uh, so to start off, right, what I like and dislike about the book. For what I like, right, I like the intense action and like twist throughout the story. I think that like adds like it's just my type of book. I love when it's like more action packed and not like slow paced like some of the stories. I also like the challenges, the Electro Clan, which is the protagonist of the book. I like the challenges that they face, right? Because they take it out like a unique perspective and angle, the way they face them, right? And also I like that in the story, like the characters are kind of like the you could tell if they're on your side or not a lot more. Because before it was like a 50-50, and you could get backstabbed anytime, like for Michael, which is the main character. And then now it's kind of like they established their side and the enemy's established too. So I like that. For what I dislike, I feel like it was just there's some parts that were like way too like not obvious, but like it was predictable. Like it seemed like it was like kind of rushed, but it's overall a pretty good book. All right, the next question: share your favorite passages from the book and explain why you like them. So my favorite passage from the book is probably like there was a scene where Michael was getting like the Mr. Hatch, right, which is the antagonist of the book, right? He's cornering like Michael and his like team of Electro Clans, which is like I said, Michael's group. He's like cornering them, and Michael has a motivational speech to everyone else because everyone thought all hope was lost, and they eventually persevered and got out of it. One more would probably be like when Doctor Hatch, which is the antagonist again, when he like underestimated Michael and his group, right, and it caused him for his plans to be exposed, right. So it kind of like shows how just because they're younger, it doesn't mean like he should immediately underestimate them or anything like that, because they're still like they still have minds of their own, they can still be smart. The next question: show an example of a particularly strong and stylistic move by the author and explain why it was effective. I think one strong move was showing like alternating perspectives kind of throughout the story. I think that is like if for example what the author did right was if there was like a big moment and there was like a couple where like Dr. Hatch was doing something like bad, right, or evil, then like it kind of showed each perspective of every character. Like the Dr. Hatch and his like team was like excited for like domination over like the Electro clans and using their powers for evil, right? But the Electro clans themselves, they were like terrified and shocked. So it kind of just like it really reinforces the idea of like what's really happening in the moment, and like how the perspective can be used to like show how the moment is and how like important this is. So like uh who would you recommend reading this book and why? So I would recommend like people who love like strong, fast, action packed stories, right, and like adventures, and also mainly just people um who who like stories with high stakes and like yeah, mainly just high action, and like also these characters are extremely relatable, right? So I feel like that's another big reason. Like you can kind of relate to Michael. Like he was an outcast. Not that I was an outcast, but it's kind of like you want like just getting ready for school and all that. Like when you're first starting, you have to blend in kind of with everyone, right? Which is saying like and assimilate. So it's kind of like each character is kind of relatable in their own sense to different people, right? Um, what did the book teach you? The book taught me the importance of like perseverance and keep pushing at your goals. For example, Michael was like I said, when he was cornered by Dr. Hatch and he had that motivational speech. That's happened like I've since this is a full series book, like it's well, I've read the fourth book of the series and I've read all four so far, right? Like it happened multiple times where they've been in a bad situation, but they persevered and they kept trying. Even when they like got caught, they still kept trying. And eventually they did started working out because they keep trying and they keep improving at their like negative sides or aspects. What question would I ask the author and why? I wrote this down. I said I'd ask the author like hold up. I'd have the author do the Electro Clan powers like symbolize anything secretly or anything like that, because it feels like the Electro Clan isn't just like I feel like they're not just like people with powers. Like I feel like when you read it, it feels different, and it's kind of like each person, like, their powers are kind of tailored to them or suited for them, and maybe it symbolizes something about like their personality or something, and that's like something I would be curious about knowing. But I think that should be it. I think I got everything. See ya.